I'm Julie, and I'm May Flex of the Month. I started CrossFit because I felt like I needed something else in my life. I felt like I needed an outlet, a healthy outlet, and I wanted to try something new. I drove by CrossFit for about 2 years out here taking my kids to swim lessons, and always thought that, one day I'll do that. One day I'll be able to do that. And then finally, I don't know exactly what did it, but I called in and did my class, the trial class, and I've been here ever since. I've always had trouble having confidence in myself, and I get very, very scared to do things. So that has definitely been a hurdle in my training, because I need to find that confidence, and I'm proving to myself I can do it. My lack of confidence has probably been I've made not the best choices in my life, and I have a past with trauma, addiction, things like that, and I think that I just, to be honest, screwed up so many things in my life for so long. I felt like I couldn't do anything right, and now I'm learning maybe I can. But I guess it's just showing up and just showing myself I can do it. One thing I've been living by is, somebody told me about a year ago, I need to get comfortable being uncomfortable. And that's what I just remind myself of every time I'm nervous, and you know what? Then I show myself I can do it. The weights, barbell, weightlifting. I just feel any stress I'm feeling, anything like that, it just goes away. My brain shuts off from the world, and I have that moment to show myself what I can do, and I love it. My favorite movement is definitely squat cleans. I love doing cleans. Power cleans are not really my favorite, but I love the squat cleans. To keep building my confidence, I definitely, like I said, I'm showing myself I can do things that I didn't think I could do. I am trying to continue building on that confidence and to kind of balance myself in the rest of the other areas of my life, my nutrition, with my training, things like that. So I think it's just consistency. I'm about a year away from being done with my bachelor's in counseling for addiction. So that's been building my confidence, because I'm learning more about what I went through. I'm learning to help people so they can come out of it. It's something I never thought I would get out of. I never thought this would be my life. The most memorable workout, I think, is when we did the barbell saves. Me, you, and Haley, that was amazing, because there was so many people that have been where I had been and are where I am now and have the same mentality. And in addiction, you kind of think that you're alone. Like, nobody's going through what you've gone through, or nobody's come out of it. Like, you think you isolate yourself. So it's being in that community of people where there's so many people who've been through the same thing and want the same thing out of life now. That was really, really special to be a part of. That was me dipping my toes in the water there, to how are people gonna react to who I really am? I've never really, that side of me has always been kept kind of hidden, because I've always been ashamed of it. I've always been ashamed of it, and I didn't think anyone wanted to hear my story. And then, so kind of opening up there, and the reaction I was getting and the support made me realize this is what I need to be doing. My addiction I started messing around with alcohol and drugs when I was probably about 15, 16. I grew up in a household where, my parents loved me very much, but they drank and they fought. And so it was kind of normal to me. I swore when I was younger I wasn't gonna do that. And I guess that's how generational cycles continue, because I literally ended up doing the same exact thing. And I'd say the addiction really started when I was probably about 18, because it was, pain pills, alcohol. And then it got worse and worse. I was homeless. I, didn't have my 2 older kids for about a year. Me and my fiance broke up. It was terrible. I went to jail. And all of that, though, ended up bringing me to my recovery. That was definitely my rock bottom. My rock bottom, I remember sitting in jail being thankful after I calmed down, being thankful that finally it was like that was what I needed. I needed somebody or something to intervene to stop me from myself. I couldn't. And then that cop arrested me that day and put me in jail, and I was there for almost a month. That broke my cycle, and that's what did it. I'm getting a lot more comfortable with it. And you know what? Being here has just, the support I'm getting from all of you guys, opening up and stuff, it's amazing. And it's making me more comfortable, and it's making me want to talk about it. I just want to help people. I want to help people get through what I got through. Because at some point when you're that low, especially depending on your support system, you don't feel like there's a way out of it. And there's this bug driving me crazy. You don't feel like there's a way out of it. About another year, but it's just so cool because it's like over the last 6 years, I've done things on my own, like my own therapy work, just kind of, and now I'm learning about the clinical side of it, and it's like, you know, taking my own experience with that and meeting it in the middle. And yeah, thank you. You guys have been amazing in helping me get to where I am, and I feel like this is where I was meant to be. It's molding me into something I feel like I was supposed to be, or I'm supposed to be, and I didn't even know. Yeah. You know, it's like you feel like I'm becoming something that I was meant to be. And you guys have been a key thing in that. I can do a push-up now. And I know that sounds crazy, but when I first started working out in January 2020, going to the gym, I couldn't do a push-up. And I said I was gonna be able to do one. And finally, I think it was just about a month ago, I did my full, like, a real push-up. I was like, no way. So that was exciting. Anything you think you know about CrossFit, just like push it out of your mind. Because the reservations, it's, you know, I think me and you have talked about it. It's like you see the people on TV and stuff, these crazy athletes, and it's like, I can't do that. But it's not, I've learned it's not like that. And there's people of all shapes and sizes that come from different places, and everybody's so supportive. And the community's amazing. And any reservations you have, set them aside because it's gonna be worth it. What actually prompted me to start getting in shape was in January 2020, I went skydiving in Buckeye. And I remember they're like, okay, they charge you $1 for every pound you are over 200 pounds. So that was kind of my wake-up call, because then they charged me in like a good amount of money. I'm like, and I was like, I want to get my Class A license for skydiving. I want to get in shape, and I want to be able to do this. So then that's what started it. And then I started falling in love with it. My mental health was getting better. And then that's when I wanted more out of it. And then that's when I started really considering coming here. Gosh, you guys, all of you guys are my favorite coaches, but I think I've opened up with you the most. I think you know the most about me. I've told you the most. I mean, I've just opened up with you. You're the first person I opened up to here about my story and shared it, and it was kind of what got me comfortable starting to share my story. And yeah. My favorite thing about CrossFit Flex is the community. Everyone's just so supportive. They're open with each other. I mean, everyone's so friendly. I could be having the worst day and come in here and everyone's like, oh, hi, Julie, how are you? You know, it's just having people that are happy to see you and that are encouraging you. And, you know, sometimes you don't even realize that's what you need until you're around it. And then it's like, oh, it's like a hole that's filled, you know? I want to say my husband. He's very supportive, but also my youngest daughter, Presley. She's here with me a lot. She wants to do CrossFit now. She gets on the rings. You know, she loves doing her overhead squats with the bars. At home, she'll make Lego barbells and get on the ground, start bench pressing. She does burpees in the living room. She does box jumps onto my ottoman. I mean, so she loves it, and she keeps me going. They love it, especially my son. My oldest, she thinks it's pretty cool. And then my son, when he does come, he watches me just like, it's the coolest look, because he's like, I can't believe my mom's doing that. Like, that's pretty cool. So they're supportive too, they love it. Oh, I wanted it so bad. I want him to see it, because he's never seen that side of me. Fitness was never a big thing in our time together, and it's like a whole new side of me. he always says, he's like, if you would have told me, years ago that you were going to be at CrossFit, doing this, doing these, the barbell saves, actually liking to work out, he said, I would have never believed it. My least favorite movement is definitely running. Does running count? Yeah. Running count, I can't stand it. I get so much anxiety. I look at the workout for the week before, usually like Saturday, and I'll see like a mile run on like Wednesday or Thursday, and that's literally all I think about until I finally come in here and get it done. I hate it. It's like I get so nervous about it, and then it's like I just kind of get in my own head. So once I catch my breath, I feel really good, because it's like I pushed myself to do something. I guess it's back to that. It's pushing myself to do something I didn't think I could do, or that I didn't want to do. It's not always sometimes that I think that I can't do it. Sometimes it's just, you just don't want to. I'm like, I don't want to do that. And then when you do, it's like, okay, I feel better. I can't think of one specifically. Like I said, just anything with the running or burpees. When we were doing the open workout, the one with the deadlifts and the burpees, that one was pretty hard. That one was actually extremely hard. I hate burpees. Burpees and running, just not my favorite. I've thrown up leaving here probably a good 5 times.
Oh, wow.
5, yeah. Or like in the bathroom, I'm like, oh, because my stomach just gets so turned, and then I'm like, oh. Yeah, it's definitely happened. You know what? I love watching Sherry. I love watching Sherry because she's just so, it's amazing what she can do. And it's just, she's so supportive. She's so welcoming. She is so, you can tell she loves what she does. And then watching her do as many workouts as she did with the open and things like that, I mean, it's awesome.